No contact doesn't necessarily push your ex away, but it's going to feel like it does. You see, what's actually happening is when you do no contact, you have to think of the psychology of where your ex is at the moment. And right now they're in a stage that you can't really punch through yet unless you do no contact anyway. And it's called the relief stage. This means that they are attached to the idea of being outside of the relationship and going on their own. They've come up with this idea, this dream of being on their own, working on themselves, focusing on their own goals, their own interests. Okay. Now, since they're already in that mindset, if you come in and you're like, I really want to be together, I really miss you, we've spent so much time together, all you're going to do is you're going to put pressure on them to think about you and to process emotions about you forcefully instead of letting them come to those conclusions on their own, which is actually what makes them miss you. I see a lot of people do this, especially before they become a client of mine and before they do texting or anything like that with me or calls. What they do is they push. They're trying to force their own energy onto their ex. This is called desire, okay? Right here in these red, anything that's in this red section of that chart is not good, okay? And that's where you're gonna be when you are dealing with a breakup. You're so focused on the relationship and you miss a relationship and you're looking for answers from them to soothe your pain. And it's not going to come in the next while. You have to accept that right now. Acceptance is actually a very high emotion on this chart. No contact is actually going to get them to organically think about you, which makes them miss you, especially subconsciously at first. Then when they keep getting the same thoughts about you over and over, I really miss him, or I really miss her, I wonder what's going on. That's when they start to come around and go, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about you a lot, and I actually really do miss the relationship. I've been missing this, I've been missing that. So again, it has to come organically. If you keep reaching out to them and chasing them and pressuring them during this relief stage, all they're going to do is get deeper into it, deeper into the relief stage. And then it takes so much longer to come out. The next stage after that is called curiosity. How do they get to curiosity? Because they haven't heard from you. They haven't been focused on pleasing you and pleasing the relationship. They've been focused on themselves because they're tired of whatever the relationship was making them feel like. So let them, right? There's a new let them movement happening right now. I think there's a book by Mel Robbins or something like that I heard about. I followed her book, like the 5-second rule or something like that. I think I read like 10 pages of it and I was like, okay, this ain't for me. But look, you guys have to let them go in that sense in order to get them to come back to you. Let them go to get them back. I'll make a whole video about that. Because when you do, you go up this chart, they come down the chart, and you have what's called an window of opportunity where you guys touch each other. And you guys will be able to actually talk. I mean, touch each other on the chart, right? Because they'll start missing you. See, if they start feeling like they're going to lose you, like they're going to lose access to you. That's why when you do no contact, it's kind of like a double whammy, because they're going to start thinking about who you've been talking to and who you've been around and who you have been interacting with. It's natural. It's human nature, right? We don't ever want somebody we were just with to be with somebody else, right? It sucks. Even if they broke up with you, it's shitty, but it's true. So it's not necessarily going to push them away. It just feels like that because they're in the relief stage. That's all it is.